Man, what it do, y'all, man? Understand me, you know what's going on. Mr. Watch Me Work. Let's work. Let's eat. So listen, man. Go ahead and give y'all a story about when I was locked up, incarcerated, and I got bagged with the drugs. I got bagged with the pack. So listen, man. I was down Dosey Run, Maryland. If you know about Dosey Run is a minimum camp. I was at Dosey Run 3 times because actually, when you get back to Dosey Run, you get a ticket. You don't go to lock up or nothing. You go straight back to the max prison, right? So listen, let me tell y'all the first time I got back at Dosey Run. So listen, basically, man, I just getting that minimum. I was at maximum security. Mind you, the story before, I was at Roxbury. I stayed out the way after we got into the war, and I got my security level drop. When you get your security level drop, you gotta be under 5 years or something of gotta be under 5 years, and you have to have no tickets in a year. And that's basically how you you get the camp. So camp, they sent me to Dosey Run. So boom. Mind you, right before Dosey Run, I never was really hustling in prison. Things got a little better. My folks were sending me money. Like I say, man, I was not hustling for real. I never been a hustler. I was a robber. I was taking people's stuff like that, things like that, wild stuff, feel me? So I was a hustler. I started hustling in prison at this time when I went to Dosey Run. So boom. I ain't gonna say the dude's name. I go down Dosey Run. It's during COVID, man. It's during COVID, so we had to go to this intake unit. We was all on the unit for about 2-3 weeks. Me, my man Taheem, Taheem was down that joint. Who else was down that joint? Taheem, G Baby, my man Zoe from up ninth. Couple good men that I deal with in Iraq, other A-list guys we really don't know. So boom. Man, we on the block, we chilling, we cooling, everything is cool. I meet this one guy on the block through working out, like what I'm doing now. I was working out, fitness was everything to me in the joint. So basically, I'm working out with the certain dude that I'm saying, I ain't gonna say his name. We just gonna call him Bob, you hear me? We're gonna call Bob, you hear me? So I'm working out with Bob. And mind you, before all this, we geeking to be down here because at the maximum joint during COVID, they was giving us muffins, a juice, and a little packet like cold cereal every morning. We was getting bag paper lunches every morning. So when we got down here, they was having hot food. They was giving us hot food. And none of us had hot food in like a year or two. You feel me? So we're so geeking for this hot food. So every time that breakfast would come, man, dudes is running to the joint. Man, I'm talking about, because down here they giving you endless trays. They just putting the trays in the block. They might put 30, 40 trays. There's only like 15 of us. Some dudes don't eat breakfast, man. Everybody that's coming from up the road, you understand, because everybody is geeking to eat the food. Everybody is geeking, they lunching, they trying to eat. So boom, we eating food. And I want to tell you, we so geeking basically. Like we call out ETs mean extra trays. Niggas come running, snatching joints up. So we having a ball. We down there. We hooking up. We making jail food, and we do some videos of some jail food too for y'all that don't know, about jail combinations. Some of the things I had to do to stay lean and stay ripped up while I was in prison. I had to eat a certain way. But we had to work out extra hard because a lot of our meals was starch. A lot of our meals was noodles and starch and things like that. So it's like, it was very hard. It was very hard to stay, man, lean for a lot of dudes if you wasn't very active, because on commissary, they had tone and all that, but like you had to have a lot of money and to maintain a certain diet because You know, you just have to order this stuff all the time, and for a lot of guys, they not used to that unless they hustling and all things like that. So boom, like I say, we on this intake block. I'm working out with Bob. I meet Bob through fitness. This is the guy that I'm not saying his name, but I'm calling him Bob now. So I meet Bob through fitness, and we working out, we cooling. Everything is cool, like. So me and bro, I started to figure things about Bob, like. So mind you, it's this gang, and well, I ain't gonna say a gang, I ain't gonna say a gang, but it's this organization, man, brotherhood type of thing called BGF, you feel me? Baltimore type base joint, right? So it's one of the big dogs, big homies sends Bob over stuff. So it's like, you know, big homies really don't send people over things because a lot of dudes that's in that gang, you know, they're very militant, you know, when it comes to how they move and things like that. So if you know that these dudes are dealing with certain dudes, you understand that he might be somebody. So I'm peeping the things about him, but this is my workout buddy. So we working out, we cooling, we working. I'm working out with him. And stuff. And man, you know, just good dude, good energy. Bob got good energy. We end up getting off of the block. Me and Bob end up going the same block. We go down Dulce Run, I believe it was 2. I went down building 2. 2 was like for young crash outs. 2 was they called it the jungle. At that time, when I last was down there, and I'll tell you about more stories, they called it I don't know, but everybody was having eppies, man. Eppies is what we call when somebody is smoking K2 and they start tripping or lunching out. That is what an epi is. So it was just a yak of youngins, rock of fights in the bathrooms, a lot of stuff going on down in the joint. So boom, me and Bob go to the same block. So mind you, Bob, now he coming off, and so many guys talking to the guys, so many guys just like embracing him. I'm like, man, who is this guy? But he real humble. Bob is real humble, you know, and he's just working out. He just cool and like he ain't on nothing. He just real humble. So, you know, I'm like, what's up with this guy? Like, this guy is real humble, real, man. But it's like everybody embracing this guy. He got to be somebody. So I'm asking myself basically like, is he a street guy that's a legend type of guy, or is like he just know everybody embracing him, they give him stuff, getting this sent over to the blocks and all this. I'm like, okay. So mind you, boom. So I'm taking from Bob. Bob a good man. He real knowledgeable. He been locked up. This kind of like his second or third time being incarcerated. So he a little older than me, and he opened up to me more when we get on the block, man, telling me they see like him and his friends, you know, they take trips and showing me pictures, taking me out there, basically like showing me him on, man, trips out the country, things like that. And I'm saying like, oh, you know, when you in jail and you see a certain dude's pictures, you know, you kind of get a idea what type of guy he seemed like he was a guy, and he's in prison, so I'm like, you had some criminal activity going on with you. So man, I'm thinking that you a guy that was getting a lot of money out there, getting a lot of paper. You feel me? So basically, I'm looking at the pictures, man. He all designed it up, you know, all type of stuff going on, looking like he, you know, enjoying life at an all-time high. So I'm like, man, this guy gotta be a guy that's getting money, man, selling drugs or something. Because he just looking sweet, you feel me? So me and Bobby, man, we talking more. And I'm saying, you know, he got a lot of food, got a lot of commissary, got a lot of stuff going on. So one thing about in jail, you know, you make your inferences and you make your ideas and kind of like peep a lot. So in jail, you know, give you a lot of a sense of, man, you know, your surroundings. So me knowing him, seeing people drop food off on his bed and seeing things like that, I'm like, oh yeah, he gotta be selling something. So mind you, know, that's my guy though. You know, I mess with him genuinely and all that. So I ain't really, you know, mind you, I do want to get into hustling. I do want to make a couple dollars before I come home. But, you know, I really haven't found my lane. This is my first time finding my lane with that type of thing. I never really hustle. I never really know how to hustle. All my life I've been, you know, robbing and things like that. So, you know, I never got into it, but I was interested. I'm seeing him and I'm getting close to him. I'm like, man, you know, I want to ask him about this type of thing. But, you know, you gotta be mindful, you know, in prison you mind your business, but you always make sure that you know your surroundings. So that's something I put in the back. So man, one day, mind you, we on the TED. We on the TED. It's I think a Muslim phone. It's 6 phones on there. You got a BGF phone, a blood phone, a Muslim phone, a civilian phone. What the civilians are people that's not identified as nothing. So you might not be a homie, which means you're from the DC metropolitan area. You're not a BGF gang member. You're not nothing. You're not MS. You're not with nothing. I'm just in here trying to do my time, trying to go. You feel me? That's a civilian. And then you got you had some other phones, but basically I think me and bro from Baltimore, so he was just hopping, he real cool. So Bob was really just pinging off every phone, you know, and that's really how the vibe was. That's really how the vibe was until one day this situation occurred, which opened the door for me to ask Bob about certain things and really become, you know, this guy that come under him and try to see what's up with the little game of hustling in jail, right? So boom. So Bob ends up getting on the phone, one of the BGF phones, you feel me? He gets on the joint. The dude named Ratchet, man. Ratchet from Baltimore. Ratchet hot, man. You know, I don't know. Ratchet, he gets off and Ratchet tripping because there's some other phone business going on because dudes get, man, real testosterone be built up in prison. So it's other politics going on with the other phones. Basically, like, you know, it's the situation like my last story talking about phone play when the Bloods try to take the phone from the homies. There's stuff going on right there about other phones. Like, it's a lot of the phones is the main reason they get into a stabbing, a war, anything in prison. I'm just let y'all know that the phones are the worst thing in prison to get over because that takes it overboard. Nobody plays about the phone in prison. So it's some little talk about phones and stuff going on in the backgrounds and all of that. And what ends up happening is Ratchet, you know, he want to assert his dominance in these phone lines. So he makes an announcement. I don't know why he's screaming in the air. Just make an announcement and just screams in the air to the world that basically, man, if you ain't BGF, don't get on this phone. Mind you, Bob, my man, just got off the phone. He's from Baltimore. Mind you, we don't know who Bob is for real. Bob is just a guy you don't know. He's just cool as shit, but he got so much going on. He's a mysterious ass guy, but he's a good motherfucker, man. So, boom. Now, my man pull up on me. Bob put up like, man, damn. I'm like, no, I put up on him, though. I put up, man, what's up with bro? Like, but he from Baltimore, I'm from D.C. A lot of times in the Maryland State Penitentiary, you know, it's like foreign for us to, we know, it's not really foreign, but especially hopping into each other politics, a lot of times they don't do, but like, I never was geographical. I mess with anybody from anywhere. So I kind of built a bond with Bob over these past, you know, couple weeks, man. You know, like we came in together. We came into jail together. Never been in this jail. We came in. We bonded. We working out. We cooking together. So it was like, at the time, I'm really like, you know, like, man, this is my guy. So I ain't going to let nothing happen to him or nothing like that. That's just me. I'm not just going to deal with you and then, you know, something. I may not jump in there for you or jump, but if somebody try to do something to you, like it's just like my heart always gonna be stay pure. You feel me? I can't mess with a guy and see him go through something and I can help him out. You feel me? And sometimes that's my downfall, and that's the downfall. A lot of things that I can tell you, a lot of stories that's gonna come, man. In my life, a lot of stuff that I got locked up for, whatever. But mind you, okay. So, bruh, I go to bruh, what's up with the situation? What he on? I ain't really liking it. Bruh is a cool, Bob is a cool guy. He like, nah, chill, I'm going to talk to him. So he talked to him. He walk over there. I walks over there with him. You feel me? I walks over there with him. So when I walk over there with him, you know, I walks over there with him. I basically, I'm just standing, I'm just got my back like this. I'm like, you know, I got my back up. I ain't got no knife on me, no nothing. I'm just right there. Like, if anything, Ratchet was kind of a little. At this time, I gained my size, so Ratchet was a little smaller. Me in my head, I'm probably a little cocky. I'm like, I'm gonna knock him out. You feel me? He try to play with bruh, do anything to bruh, I'ma just knock him, slam him out. So, boom. So basically, Bruh talking to him real cool, hand movements, all that militant, man, you know, politician type of talking. Boom. So bruh getting all rowdy and all that. Then he look at me like, why bruh standing right there? Like, what's up with bruh? So I'm like, what, nigga, man, I'm getting geeking on him. I'm turned up, man, what you mean, Slim? Man, I realized smack it right here, boom. Bro, like, oh, nah, chill, bro, chill, you good. Boom, I guess he talked to him, man, nah, bro, chill, bro. Like, bro, he here for me, yada, yada. He tell me, cool it, all right, I'm good. All right, boom. Come back over there, I'm like, what's up with him? He like, nah, man. He asking me basically like, man, yo from DC, like, why yo right here? And bruh tell him like, bro, you don't nothing even understand. Men is men. Like, bruh deal with me, so he just gonna make sure I'm good. That's how men is. And me personally, I'm telling him like, yeah, bro, I ain't on no geographical stuff. Like, you my man. Whatever goes on, I'ma rock with you. So I guess that, you know, that kind of opened up our bond a little bit more. He saying I was gonna rock with him, you know, and in any weather, any condition. You feel me? This is something we've been there going on. Just ain't start saying it's home. Been saying it any weather, any condition. Watch me work. Y'all understand? Get the merch too. Hats, everything. So, man, so basically, man, I ended up, my fault, y'all. I ends up basically you know, cutting in for real, man. You know, dang Slim, like, you know, I be saying I see what you know kind of got going on. Not even really like that. It was just like, I'm like, man, I'm trying to run some bag up, yada yada. You like, man, you know, you trying to run some bag up, but man, what you got? Man, you had my little stimulus check. It came through the joint. So I got like 35, 30 something, plus a little bit change that my peoples that sent me. So I'm like, man, look, I got this. I could do a send out. So what a send out is, you can write a money order. I can send it out to his people. They cash check for him, and they can get the cash. So I'm like, bro, I get this, or I can send this out. So man, you know, I'm thinking he gonna wait for me to send it out. Whatever. He like, man, nah, man, I mess with you. You good, man. Your word good. So I come over. Man, I come to his bunk. So I come to his bunk. He like, man, get I think he said like get 50 strips or something. Strips are what we call sabachin. In the joint we call it strips. Strips are sabachin, OJ. So basically like, man, get the strips by yada yada yada. So he flip his book back, man. It's about, man, 2,000 strips on it. I'm like, God damn. Like, you El Chapo whole goddamn time. You ain't even tell a nigga, but he like ghost off of, man, ghost. You hear me? He like ghost, man, off of power. Like, he's one of them type of guys. Like, you just don't, he's mysterious, but he got so much going on. So, mind you, basically, yeah. So, bruh started me off. I'm hustling, and I started cranking the OJ. I'm cranking. I'm getting food. I'm at my food loaded, man. Whatever little broad I'm dealing with at the time, man, I'm loaded, man. Look what you got, man. Dang, man. Y'all know it was one female I was dealing with at the time, and she like, dang, you know the money pile up. She like, yo, you got 1,000 up on here. You got 2,000. Like, okay, yo, dang, what you doing? Cause I feel like my peoples was sending me in good right before this, so it was always a little money I could play with for real, like a couple hundred here. But and was starting to be some money coming through, and she like, man, what you got going on? Like, man, just chill. You be like, I got it going on. You hear me right now? Bro, put me in the pocket. So, man, I'm selling OJ for a brick. I'm selling strips. But the strip game is here because strips on the street go for what, $3? Niggas getting 1,000 of them, man. Like, they go to strips game 1,000. You can have it this little wrapped up real tight, so it's easy to get a lot of them in. So the thing about that game is the prices go up, the prices go down. The prices can go $50 a strip, and then nigga can get them in and be like, I want $20 a strip or 15 at camp. So it's like, it goes up and down, and sometimes it's slow. So I had to switch over So, boom. Mind you, Bob, he moves to another block. He started me out, we moved to a block, and, that's my guy. But he started me out. He's a part of that story. But now we move, and I'm still on the same block, same unit, 2. I forgot if I was on A dorm, B. I was in A and B dorm or C and D. Then you got GH, and you got A, B, C, D, E, F, and GH all the way upstairs. But I was downstairs the first time, so I was on A and B, I believe. So basically, boom. I'm on a joint. I'm on a tear. I'm on a tear, and I switch out. I see a man down 4. So you had building 1, you had building 2, you had building 3, you had building 4. Building 4 was the people that was pre-release. I was what you call it? I wasn't pre-release. I was I was just medium or something where you was low, but I couldn't go outside. The pre-release guys go outside because they 18 months from going home or something like that. You could go straight outside and work and come back in. So a lot of those guys, they're going out telling their folks to basically like wherever they going to work at, they may dig a hole, tell their peoples, man, look, the hole right here, put the cigarettes, put the weed, put the K2, put everything, the phone, the SIM cards, everything right here. When we come back, we gonna grab it, we gonna boom it, we gonna, a lot of people are stuffing in their ass, and that's the crazy thing about it. They're boofing. Boofing is a term for putting the stuff in the glove and put it in your ass, and you gotta put that shit back in prison. Crazy life, man. Don't ask me why, man. It's just a life of prison, man. I nobody chooses this shit, and I'm never trying to go back to prison, but. So basically, these the building 4 guys that got that going on. So basically, so they got the cigarettes in the whole box. So at a time, one cigarette's $25. It's 20 in a pack, I believe. So that's $500. You feel me? It's 20 in a pack. Yeah, that's $500 you can make of one pack of cigarettes. So mind you, those who run, they send you to wherever kind of your region is, basically where your home address is. So it's a lot of people from my way. So my guys that I knew already, that I went to Upper Marlboro, was up Rossburg, they already down 4 about to go home. So you already know I got to plug my man D Wright. Shout out D Wright from East Street. Went to D Wright. I was getting them for like $150 a pack. For sure, $150, $200 at the most a pack. I was getting the cigarettes. Mind you, I'm down here selling for $500. I'm buying 4 or 5 at a time. I'm crushing them. So now my money going up, my bin getting fat, and my man Shaky, bruh. My man Shaky come on the block. Shaky comes on a block, bruh. Shaky comes on a block. He smokes cigarettes so bad, bruh. This man, they called him Shaky for a reason. He used to shoot dice with the BGF, the Bloods, everybody. They used to have sessions from shooting dice from 2 o'clock in the morning, bro, to 7 o'clock. He would wake me on my sleep, bro. I'm trying to buy some cigarettes, bust the whole crap game. So I'm cranking with the cigarettes. I'm the man with the cigarettes. Everybody really hating on me because I got the cigarettes on lock. You hear me? At the joint. Even my man Lil E come on the block. He try to start selling cigarettes, but he gets bagged every time. He get caught with them. He fumbles them. His people take his money on the cash app when he got at home. He just fumbles every time. So basically, I'm cranking. So I'm doing my thing, man. I probably been down here for a month. I ain't last. The first time I was down there like 2-3 months. I'm probably down here for like 2 months. But mind you, the police down Dosey Run, the COs are so happy because they want to get you out of there because they got guys coming and swapping out. So they trying to swap you out with guys that's coming in, and the guys that's back in trouble put you back up. So, anybody's worst fear is to go back up the road. You don't want to go back where you're restricted. You got to be in a cell. They can't. You don't be in the cell. You be out. You be cool. You be out all day. You can walk when you want to. Nobody wants to go back on the road. Boom, mind you, I'm cranking, so I'm running up a bag. I got this joint on lock. What I used to do was I used to put a slit. It was a cereal bag. Cereal bags. I used to put a slit in my back of my cereal bag, get some clear tape. I used to put my cigarettes all up in that joint. I used to get the brown raisin. The brand flakes, the raisin brand, cause it was brown. I could hide my little tobacco in there. Boom. I put my tape on there, line it up. And I make sure when I sell my little shots, because you can sell shots of it in there too. Sell my shots of that. I make sure niggas got cereal. I swap up cereal. So I had like 20 bags of cereal in there. Probably only 2-3 of them got all cigarettes, all of that in there. But you won't know. I got endless of them. So, man, I'm cranking. Like I say, I'm cool. My man over here shaky. Man, we just got this joint on lock. We eating good every day. My man Ty too. My man Ty. Ty from Southern Maryland. That was my guy. We used to work out every day together. So I'm working out. I'm working out hard. This is where I really got in blast. So I'm working out hard, bro. I'm just like cool. I'm able to send money home. I bought my little brothers and P5s and this and that. My mother asking me for some money sometimes, and I'm locked up. Like everything cool. I'm like, okay, hustling is cool. I just got me a little sockage. So basically, one day, that's how everything go. One day I rees up. On a pack. I got like 5 packs of cigarettes and 5 packs of cigarettes in the left pocket. Cigarettes is all I was cranking. I ain't really like K too because it was a guy on there always selling that. I don't really like being other niggas' lane. I like to make my lane and then just chill. Niggas had strips. Too many people had strips. I was cool. So boom. Mind you, I ended up got the pack from my man, and now I'm on a tear. So a Muslim brother, one of my Muslim brothers, I'm looking at his pictures named Twin. So mine still got everything in my pocket. A call that we do use in camp when the police come on the tear is house. So if you hear house or more house, you know that it's more house means a rocker police. House mean police, and things like that. So you on point, man. Police in here. So mind you, I'm looking at his pictures. I'm on the left side. I'm on probably A dorm. I'm looking at his pictures by his bunk. My bunk is on the other side. Looking at his pictures. So I'm looking at his pictures, and all I hear is house. So I'm cool, house. They probably just don't walk through. More house, Intel. When I heard that, Intel is like super police. They is the ones that's trying to geek out on you and get you superly duperly bagged. They is the geekiness. So you don't want to be nowhere around Intel on their radar, nothing. You're getting your ass back. What they say, house, more house, Intel. Now you know that one police or 2 police came in there. More police came in there. Then they seen the guy with the vest and all that. The super detective police came in there. So now my heart has dropped. My heart is in my ass. I'm like, oh my fucking God. We got all these police in there. I got 10 packs of cigarettes on me. Shit. So they actually come. So bunks are, so you got basically a gate, bunks, the middle part where the phone's at. Then you got another part on that side, and it's a gate, and then there's bunks on there lined up. So I'm on this side, and they're coming to my side, and they walk around. When they come to my side, bro, I start walking out the gate. And I'm walking, and when a lady coming around, me and her just lock eyes. I don't know why I looked at this girl, man. I looked at her, she looked at me. And she said, man, Jackson, come here. I looked back, I said, me? She said, yes. I start kicking it. So we got the bathroom stalls, because it's no dorms, there's no privacy. It's really like all, like, it's like a bathroom you may go to in a restaurant or something, but it's more stalls. You got a bathroom. So I run in there. I'm flushing everything. Like, I'm flushing everything on their ass. So I get to flush everything. Boom, I flush. So by the time they come in there, they got the mace whipped out. They like, what are you doing? You're flushing. I'm like, man, no, I'm just trying to use the bathroom. So they like, man, you ain't trying to use the bathroom. Snatch the cuffs on me. puts me outside, lock me up, and then they goes by my area, try to check. Mind you, I still got some cigarettes and all that in my joint. They've never found in the cereal, but they do find some sugar, some butter, and like, oh, I had some sugar and bun and onions or something. And that's contraband. You're not supposed to have no sugar, no butter, because basically they know that people that work in the kitchen stole that from you and you bought it when they bring it back. But they was being petty. No, that's like you can't really get in trouble for that because it's the lowest of the low. So they was just being petty right there. I knew that was gonna beat that. So mind you, they got this thing up in prison where if they got a ticket that's basically meaning that ticket, I don't know the number of it, but basically it's saying that you cannot have an unauthorized account, meaning that you can't tell your folks to cash out you some money or nothing because it's not going through your commissary account. You can't basically have nothing going on that they don't know about, that DOC does not regulate. So, mind you, I spank some, I flush everything. I done seen so many dudes get bagged, they stiff up. I'm not stiff. I'm going to flush on your ass, your head. I'm from the streets. You think you about to catch these drugs on me, you're dead. You hear me? Bust their ass, flushed everything. There's people there that would get vouched, man. I was the bid that day. Flushed everything, man. So it's this intel guy named Osman. He's the hottest. He's the hottest for us and the best for his team because he's going to bag your ass. You hear me? So mind you, I got bagged in like November. What? Let me see. I got bagged in like November. He goes back to like October listening to my calls. Listen to my calls, bro, from like a month ago. He's listening. And one of my calls, I told the person that I was having all my money, I said, man, trying to be slick, but not really even being slick. I'm like, man, drop off that pair of diapers to my baby, or drop off them diapers. I said, drop off them diapers to my baby mother. So they so petty, they wanted me so bad. I ain't had no drugs on me, nothing. He wanted me so bad. He walking in there, they called me to the bubble. The bubble is where all the police at and they just watched the ticket. Call me to the bubble, give me a ticket. I'm like, what the ticket for? I don't know the number of that, but using an unauthorized account. Unauthorized account? What are you talking about? Unauthorized account. So I never fought this ticket. So I'm thinking I could fight this because I never said cash app. I never said none of that. They get a lot of dudes for saying cash app. You can't have no cash app. Can't use cash app. Got to use your own joint because they understand that the dudes that hustle, they use cash app. They use Apple Pay. They get their folks on the phone, man. You got that Apple Pay. You got that cash app. So you really can't say that. So the ticket said that I basically used. Basically, the ticket said that his experience was allow him to decipher the information that I was saying. They just wanted me, so I went down and fought that joint. I said, I'm fighting this. I'm gonna beat this ticket. They got me messed up like you going to trial. I'm gonna beat this charge. Like you have no evidence on me. But I said, give my baby mother some diapers. Boom. So I go down to fight my ticket bro. They wanted me so bad. Sometimes people don't fight their ticket till a week or two later. I fought my ticket the next day. You hear me? Go down that joint. I'm sitting in that joint. So I'm fighting my case to the ticket officer. So he like, man, yeah, man. So you plead guilty now? Cause I'm like, not guilty. You know? So he like, man, you know, what's up, man? Why you fighting? I get you. This is what I read. This is what the officer said. What you got to say? So I'm like, man, listen, man. I never said cash out. How can you say that I used an unauthorized account can you show me any evidence or proof of any account with my name on it, anything? I don't own no accounts, no Apple Pays, no Zales, no nothing. I never said cash up. I never said send no money, nothing. They wanted me so bad. They all in cahoots. He just looked at me and was like, and I was fucked. You hear me? I lost the ticket, walked out of there, head high, came back to the unit, and they shipped my dumb ass out like a week later. My man was mad. And I went back up the road, man. And they sent me on Eastern Shore. And then I got a story about how I turned Eastern Shore up from that situation right there. I got more money. That gave me more money. I ain't gonna lie. But it's Mrwatchmework, story time. That's how I got bagged down Dosey Run Correctional Facility trying to sell drugs. First time. Let's work. Let's eat.